Okay, let me know if you are able to see my screen. Is my
Yes.
screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Visible.
Okay. So we'll start. Give me 1 minute. So in last class we have understood what is IPS or intrusion prevention system signatures, right?
Yes.
Theory part we have understood. So now what we will do, we will go with the IPS intrusion prevention system lab environment. We will see how to protect our servers from specific attack types. How can we create
Okay.
specific signatures to prevent any of the attacks. So for our lab we will do attack with the file transfer protocol. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how does it work? So we will see. So first, before that, let us understand how does the file transfer protocol works actually. So usually file transfer protocol or FTP is used for file sharing purpose, right? Suppose this is my
Yes.
firewall,
Client and server.
client and server. This is my firewall. I am having some server inside my firewall. This is my FTP server. Okay. Then I am having a internet. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Then I am having a internet and I am having a users connect over the internet. Okay. This is a user
Okay.
1.
Okay.
This is my user 2. Now what happens? My FTP server is a public facing server. So anyone can access this FTP server. Whoever is having a username and password over the internet. If they do, suppose this is my IP address, this is my public IP. Okay. So what happens? If someone is trying to access my FTP server using my public IP, how they do access using a public IP? We already need to have a DNAT configured. When the traffic is coming from a user to my public IP, it would be transferred to my private IP, right? This we have already done
Yes.
when we did the NAT configuration or DNAT configuration. Okay, so I am
Okay.
assuming
Okay.
everything is in a place, everything is there, FTP server is up and running, users are able to access. Now everything is fine. Now assume at the moment we have some other user. This is not a genuine user, okay?
Okay.
This is a attacker. Whenever attacker wants to access FTP server, what he will do? He will do a type of attack. We call it a brute force attack. What happens in a brute force attack? First thing, to access any FTP server, what is the minimum requirement? Reachability, which is very common. Then second, credentials. As we have opened FTP server using a public IP, anyone can access FTP server. Reachability is there for everyone. Even I am a genuine user or I am an attacker or whoever. Now credentials. A credentials would be available with the genuine users only. And attacker doesn't have a credentials to access our FTP server, right? So
Yes.
attacker, what he will do? He will try to do a brute force attack. So with the brute force attack, he will try to guess usernames and passwords. Okay, he will try to guess the usernames and passwords. Usually in a real-time environment, what will happen? There is a database of usernames and passwords available over the internet. Okay, public forum, there is a database available with many usernames as well as the passwords. Okay, so it is usually it is recommended whenever you go for any good website or any good genuine website and you try to create a username and password. If your username and password is detected in any of the database, they will say this is not the safe password. Create a random password which should be safe, 8 digit, 10 digit, uppercase, lowercase, everything they will say, right? Because of this brute force attack
Yes.
cases only. So now what attacker will do? He will be having a database of usernames as well as the passwords, and using a Linux commands or using attacking software, he will try to tell you he will try to push a config, or he will try to push a communication and say this is my username, this is my password, please validate. Okay, if this is correct, firewall will validate. If wrong, he will try second attempt, third attempt. Every attempt different username password he will try, and till he get a correct username and password, the software will be keep on trying this particular communication. Okay, and every time when the
Okay.
communication is going from a client to a FTP server, what will happen? Let us see. Usually, see, first communication is started from attacker. Attacker will
Okay.
say, I want to access
Authentication.
FTP server database. Okay, whatever files you are having in FTP server, I wanted to access. Then FTP server will reply, please provide credentials. Okay, then attacker will send the credentials. Credentials is nothing but a username and a password. FTP will validate and reply. If the credentials are correct, login success. If credentials are wrong, what FTP server will reply? Login incorrect. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what we need to do in our use case now? All this traffic is going from a firewall, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what is our pattern in this particular communication? This would be our pattern, a login incorrect message. Okay. Now, suppose I am a genuine user, I will do a try one time, two time, three time, four time. Then I will say my password is incorrect. I will reach out to admin or administrator who is responsible to create a username and password, right? I will not keep on trying
Yes.
100 times, 50 times and all. So, we need to tell a firewall now. We need to create such a signature, and we need to tell a firewall, if you see login incorrect from any source for 5 or 10 times in 5 minutes, we can say any given a rate. This is called a rate actually in a signature. Okay, how many logins
Okay.
in specific duration. In a real world environment, you don't need to put 5, 10. You need to put some higher numbers. Okay, like 50, 100, they would be default numbers available. You need to put, and it would be like 160 minutes and all. We are in a lab environment, so we are putting this values. Okay, so we will tell a firewall now. So if you see any specific logins like 5 or 10 logins incorrect in 5 minutes, then treat this as an attack and block this traffic. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this will happen with the help of signature. So now before going to a signature, let us try to do attack and we'll see what happens. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we will try to do attack and we'll see what happens. I'll open this. So this would be our setup for a FTP server. Just 1 minute. So in this particular setup, this is our FTP server. We have created a FTP server with the help of FileZilla software. You can use any software. I am not going to
Okay.
show you how to create FTP server. You can do it by any
Okay.
software and all. Okay.
Okay. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Then this would be our attacker. For attacking, we are using a Kali Linux. Okay, because Kali Linux has inbuilt attacking or ethical hacking tools, so we will use a Kali Linux for this. On this firewall, I am already having a DNAT configured, so any traffic coming on 100.1.1.12 will reach to our FTP server. Okay, how to do DNAT configuration we already discussed a couple of times, right? So we don't need to discuss
Yes.
again. Now let us go to a PC again. This is our Kali Linux. Now let me try to access. FTP 100.1.1.12. We'll see what happens, if it works or not. At the same time, I'll try to ping 100 dot. Oh, sorry. Ping is working. So now let us see. I'll open an incognito private browser. FTP colon / 100.1.1.12. Let us see. I'll go to Windows PC. As per now, we don't see FTP is working. We'll see in a couple of minutes what happens.
Okay.
FTP also we will connect. Okay, done. Under my network interfaces, traffic will come from port number 4. Okay, I need to change the subnet. It was /30, so I will say /28. I'll disable a ping on this and done. Now minimize this for a couple of minutes. Okay, it is pinging. Again I'll go to FTP, close this. As of now it is not loading 100.1.1.12. We'll see what happens at a firewall level. Diagnose debug flow filter. Destination address is 100.1.1.12. Diagnose debug flow trace start 100. Okay. Diagnose debug enable. Now let me initiate traffic again. Not to this one. Close this. FTP colon / 100.12. Okay. Traffic is coming from this particular source to our this one port number 21. DNAT is happening 100.100. Okay. DNAT is working. Policy also allowed. So something is a issue with FTP server only. Disable. Let us see again. Okay, we are not getting a return traffic back. FTP server is not working properly. We'll see. So configure. What is happening? Okay, done. The same time, if I ping, what is happening? Oh, ping is working. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Some issue with my FTP server, it is not working properly. I am just checking something in between. Users, user is enabled. Okay, nothing need to be done at this stage. Okay, and server listener port number 21, explicit TLS done. Okay. The issue would be with the Windows firewall. Windows Defender firewall. Turn Windows firewall on or off. Off. Okay. Because traffic is not even reaching till our FTP server by that time. Now connection is established. Done. Diagnose, debug, flow trace, stop. Okay. Now let me go again. Search. It will ask me username and password, right? By the time it is asking username and password. Okay. If I give username and password now. Okay. So what it is saying? I gave a username. Where is the username? 1 minute. Hold on. Traffic initiated from other side. Okay, this was anonymous first time. Then I have given some username and some password. Type of password entering. Then after I entered a password and everything, what I got? Login time exits. Okay, this is operation successfully. Login is incorrect. Login is successful. Like that, we will get the messages and all. Okay. 1 minute. This is a response from our server to a client, and in the response, what we are getting? Operation successful or login successful message, right? Similarly, when we have a login incorrect, we will get different messages. If you see 230 login incorrect message or something, we have got. Okay. So for example, I disconnect this particular thing. I'll say I don't want to log into this. FTP session would be closed now. Let us clear all the logs. Okay, I'll say again I wanted to log into FTP 100.1.1.12. Okay, it is already having a session created. So what I will do, I'll copy this, I'll open in a incognito, we'll see what happens. It will ask again a username or password. It is not asking. Clear logs. Close this. Close this. Let us delete a session available, existing session. Go to dashboard, FortiView session. Remove whatever the sessions we have and all sessions. Okay, done. Now again, let us see. Usually after a couple of minutes, it should ask a username or password. Session ended gracefully. Okay, done. Let us see again. FTP. It is again asking username or password, right? So now I will type a username admin. Password also I will type. Once I type a username and a password, it will show us somewhere here. A username is admin, a password is a password, and 230 login succeed. If we paste a wrong password, what it will come? Login incorrect or login unsuccessful, something we will get. Let us see what we will get. I'll again close this. Session ended gracefully. Okay. So again open a new browser. Clear all the logs. This time I will type a wrong password. We'll see what messages we will get. I'll type something called admin. Okay. I typed the wrong password. 530 login incorrect message we got, right? Under FTP server, if you see, we got FTP server is responding that 530 login incorrect message you have received. Okay.
Yes.
So we need to take this particular message as our pattern now. This login incorrect. Before that, let me show you how does a brute force attack works and what will happen if your username and password is there in any of the database. For that, what we will do, we will create a specific files. New folder I will create. I'll say FTP leaf pad. Okay. I'll write some usernames. Okay. Okay, this should be fine. Copy and paste in this also. I'll say file save as, where I wanted to save under desktop FTP. I wanted to save this as a username. Okay, done. Saved. Close this file now. This also I wanted to save as a password file. Save as under FTP. Okay, save this. Now I am having a usernames and password in my FTP file. Let me close this terminal. It is opening with. Desktop FTP open in terminal. Okay, now see, to do a brute force attack, there is a utility available in Kali Linux. We call this a utility as a Hydra. Okay, then I will say I wanted to use a usernames. Then I will say I wanted to use a name of a password file. Then what is my FTP server? 100.1.1.12. Okay, then what is a port number or what is a protocol I am doing brute force? I will say I will do it brute force on FTP server. Okay, first let me close this logs. Okay, Okay, let us initiate this particular thing. Okay, we have initiated a attack now. Okay, during the attack we got to know this is a username admin and a password admin is matching. After attack is completed, you will see specific things. Okay, let us wait for a couple of minutes.
So this Hydra is inbuilt, right? Inbuilt utility
Inbuilt
in
in
Kali
your
Linux
Kali
itself.
Linux. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like a attacker that they are using the different password combinations to match the same admin credentials, right?
Correct. So 1 minute. What we will do? I will close this for now. I will write less names for now. Admin 123. Okay, three names would be fine for us for now. A password to showcase you quickly. You can write 4 5 names, and you need to wait for a couple of minutes. Then okay, done. Again, let us go to utility. Let us again go. Okay, let us wait for a couple of minutes. Then we'll see what is happening. It is a lot of messages are coming. Login incorrect. Login incorrect. Right? It is a server is asking for a password. Then we are getting a response. Login incorrect. We are again getting a response. Login incorrect. This type of messages keep on happening. Let us see. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. After a couple of tries, we got our server got a database with the username and password, right? So after the attack is completed, you will see a message that okay, from your database you got a username and password. The admin will be able to you can able to use this password to log into FTP server like that. Let us wait. I'll just come back in 1 minute. Let the attack be running in. Okay, now attack is completed. What we are saying? One target did not resolve. Okay. Then one target successfully completed. One valid password found, right? So user did or attacker did a brute force attack on our server, and what he is able to see, he got one username and one password which is matching with our database now. Using this username and password, he can log into FTP server and he can get access of our files, right? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
So now we need to secure this thing. So now how we will secure? Let us see. We will minimize this again now. So we will open our firewall. So 1 minute here. This Windows is getting stuck every time. I don't know. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I need to restart this Windows. So now to secure this thing, our FTP server, what we will do? We will create a IPS signature. Okay. By default, there are predefined signatures available. You can call it like inbuilt signatures that would be pushed from a FortiGuard or FortiGate team to our firewall when we get updates. with our IPS signature updates, we will get many of the predefined signatures available. If you don't want to use a predefined or inbuilt signature, you can create your own signature. We call this as a custom signature. How to create a custom signature we will see now. Because predefined signatures are pretty well easy, you can use it anytime. Let us see how to create a custom signature. Okay. So in a custom signature we need to give specific things to FortiGate. First thing, what is a protocol you want to inspect? Whether it is HTTPS, HTTP, FTP, DNS, whatever the protocol you want, you need to give a protocol. Okay. Is it clear? Sorry, the protocol
Yeah.
means it is a TCP protocol or UDP protocol. First thing, or a UDP. After that, what is a service? Under service, a FortiGate will try to understand FTP or HTTPS, like that. What is a service? Generally, FTP works on TCP, right? So we will select a TCP. Then flow. Flow. The flow is coming in our message or in our pattern. What is the message we are getting? 530 login incorrect, right? This is a message we are receiving from our server. So we will say we need a flow from server. If we receive this particular flow from server, after that we will say pattern. Pattern is nothing, whatever the data a firewall need to read. We will say the pattern should be 530 login incorrect. Okay. Then after that we need to define what is a rate. Rate which we discussed already. How many messages you wanted to see in specific seconds. We'll say 5 messages in 360 seconds. If you see 5 login incorrect in 360 seconds, then as of now the traffic is coming from server, right? Whatever the 530 login incorrect coming from server. So we need to say track source IP. What is a source IP in this case means a source IP would be this one, from where the traffic is coming. In our case, our FTP client or attacker. Okay. And at the same time, we need to say if the traffic is coming from server, then treat a reversed who is initiating a traffic. In our case, what will happen? Let us see. So this is a FTP server and this is a attacker. Okay. Attacker is sending a request. A server is saying a login incorrect, right?
Yes.
Now what firewall will think? Okay, you said traffic coming from server, message 530 login incorrect. Traffic is coming from server and message is 530 login incorrect. Then instead of blocking a attacker, a firewall may block a server. So to overcome this issue, we need to say you think it as a reverse. If this particular login incorrect coming from a server side, treat this particular attacker as a this particular source IP as a attacker instead of server IP, because server is saying we are getting a lot of incorrect messages or incorrect username and password from a attacker. Then I wanted to block this attacker. Okay, so we will say if traffic is coming from server with this particular message, then reversed way. Who is the reverse? Other side is the attacker, right? So block the attacker instead of blocking the server. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a syntax. These are the actual data we need to put it in our signature. So there is a syntax available to do any of the signature in FortiGate. The syntax start with F, then SBID. This is the start of the signature. Then you need to say what is the name. Name can be anything. In our case, I will say FTP brute force. Okay. After that, 1 minute. FTP brute force custom, I will say. Then close this particular name. Then after that, I need to say protocol. In our case, protocol is TCP, right? Then I need to say what is a service. In our case, service is FTP. Okay. Then I will need to say what is a flow. Our case, flow from server. 1 minute, guys. Okay. After that, I need to say reversed. Treat other side as a attacker, not a server as a attacker. Okay. Then pattern. What should be the pattern we need to message? 5:30 login. This is a pattern. If you see this particular message from a server, treat the other side as a attacker. Okay. Then I will say rate card. What is the rate? I will say 5 out of 360 seconds. In 360 seconds, if you see 5 incorrect messages, treat it as an attack. Then I wanted to track a source IP. Who is initiating a traffic? Because we need to block a source, right? We don't need to block our destination. Done. So this would be our custom signature. Now let us create this custom signature in our firewall. So now let us see if I am able to log into Windows machine. Okay. At the same time, what I am going to do, I will enable RDP on this PC, as this PC is having a lot of issues now.
So, where we can apply this
I will show you now.
IPS signature?
I will show you now. We will apply it now. We will create a signature, we will create a profile, then we will apply.
Yeah, that is okay. What I'm asking is only for FTP server or other components
No,
also?
it can be for any type of attack. See, now
Okay,
we have doing for a FTP server.
okay, okay.
Okay, you can do it for any of the attacks. One minute. This is the issue. Okay, done. Let me log in. It is not only for your FTP server. It can be for any other
Mm,
servers. You have SQL injection. You have any other
okay.
like web server which you want to secure and
Yeah,
all. You can
okay, okay.
understand. First, see,
Only for servers. Okay.
not only for servers. See, sometimes your clients are going to some unauthorized websites,
Okay.
right? Then you would be having a
Yes, yes,
predefined
yes.
signatures available, client to server signatures. I'll show you it.
Okay.
So first, let us go to security profiles. Okay. So now we'll go to IPS signatures. Let us create one signature. See, there are predefined signatures available, a lot of predefined signatures. Okay. You see, a CVE IDs.
Okay.
These are the CVE IDs available. If I say
Mm,
what should be the target I will say a server or a client. So you can say if a client is going or a client is if someone is trying to attack your client Windows PC and all, you can save that also,
mm,
safeguard that also. Or you can say client,
okay.
not a server. A server would be having different type of signatures and all. Okay, remove it. Now
Okay.
suppose I wanted to safeguard FTP, or I will say brute force attack. Brute force attack. There is a FTP login brute force attack available, right? IMAP brute force,
Yes,
LDAP
yes.
brute force. you can use this predefined signature also. But what is available in this signature we cannot see. We can just select this signature and block or allow whatever we wanted to do. A predefined signature
Okay.
is a signature given or database given from a FortiGate. You cannot see what is configured in it. Okay. So for now, what I'll do, I'll create my own signature. I'll say what is a pattern we have. Just give me 1 minute. So our pattern says, first I'll give a name to a signature, FTP brute force. Okay. Then the signature starts with a syntax SBID. Okay. Then start name. We need to give a signature in the name, FTP. You can give any name, not only this. Okay. Done. Then I need to say protocol. Protocol would be TCP. Then I need to select a service. A service in my case is a FTP. Then I need to select a flow. A flow is from server. Okay. Then I need to say reversed.
Okay.
Okay, done. Then what is a pattern? In our case, what is a pattern? 530 login incorrect. This is a pattern we need to tell a firewall to understand. Then what is a rate limit? 5 messages in 360 seconds. Then track source IP. Done. Okay, done. Save this. Failed to save changes. Okay, there is some mistake. FTP brute force protocol PROTOCL protocol TCP. Okay, space service FTP. Then space flow from server. Then reversed colon pattern 530 login incorrect. Okay, rate 5. Okay, 360 track source IP. Done. Okay, there is some issue it is saying. So let us do one thing. We'll create again service flow from server reversed pattern 530 login incorrect. Okay, this. Then rate limit we need to say 5 messages in specific seconds. Then track with source IP. Let us see what happens now. Our name is FTP attack. Okay, now we have a FTP signature created. Let us see. We will find. Okay, there is a remove this. Okay, this is our FTP signature. Okay, if I go there, what is the pattern saying? There is a name with FTP brute force, protocol TCP, a service would be FTP, If the message coming from server, then we need to take other side as a attacker. Then pattern, what is the message a firewall will see, 530 login incorrect. Then what is the rate limit,
Okay.
and what is a I need to track a source IP. Just we created a signature, but it is not applied anywhere. So we need to go to intrusion prevention now. I'll say I wanted to check FTP attack as a signature. Then under this, I will say custom signatures. This one, add to select. Then the default action should be, I will say quarantine our specific client. Okay, whoever doing the attack for 1 day. Done. Okay, done. Enable packet logging. Enable this one. Done. Now we have enabled this particular thing. Close it. I'll say apply. Okay. We created a profile. How we create our web filtering or application control profile? Similar to that, I have created a profile for intrusion prevention. This profile I need to apply to a security policies. Okay. Now let us see. I'll say this is our security policy for FTP access. I need to go to intrusion prevention. Instead of default, I will say FTP attack. Then I will say deep inspection.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Here we need to apply this FTP profile. Done. Now I'll go to our Kali Linux again. Okay. Before we go for attack, let us do one thing. We'll go to browser. We'll check if something is issue. 100.1.1.12. I'll type a genuine username and password. We are able to log into a site now. Okay. Let us close this. Now I'll go to this page again. I'll just modify a usernames and password. I'll type couple of more usernames and passwords. Okay. Okay, done. And this password also. Under passwords, I'll say Cisco 123 12345. Done. Okay, done. Don't need this. Again, we will try to do same attack. Okay. Before that, just give me 1 minute. I need to connect to the server. Admin. Okay, done. Clear all the logs. Let us initiate an attack again. Attack initiated. Are we getting a traffic? We are getting login incorrect messages, right? A lot of login incorrect messages. At the same time, we'll go to this. We'll go to intrusion prevention and we'll see what is happening. You see a lot of FTP brute force attack drop. Now let us go to dashboard, users and devices. We'll see what is happening. One particular
Shall we
client.
create a? Oh,
Mhm.
no, you can continue.
Yeah.
I'll ask
Now
you.
one user is quarantined now. If he try to ping or anything he try to do now, nothing will happen now because his traffic is blocked in our environment now. If I create new window, ping 100.1. Sorry, 12. Nothing happening now, right? He is not able to reach our server also. And even if I open FTP, I'll say clear all these logs. Let us see if we get any messages from that particular client now. No, right? We are not getting anything from a client now or attacker now. And even in his, if we wait for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter because he will not be able to get a username and password now. He will try to do attack. We got lot of incorrect messages. He will not be able to do anything now because a traffic is getting dropped at a firewall. Firewall treated this particular traffic as a attack traffic. Okay. If you see under intrusion prevention, what is our, we created this brute force name, right? FTP brute force as our signature, correct? Then we have given action as a block or quarantine. So user would be quarantined now. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
You are asking something, no?
Yeah. So we are getting that login alerts, right? Login alerts that that brute
Mm-hmm.
force
Mm-hmm.
has been done. Um, do we have a chance, like anything we can set it trigger to our email,
So you are saying if this type of
admin
things
email?
happen, so you want
Yes,
a
yes,
email
yes.
triggered, right?
The same kind of, yeah, same kind of alert.
Okay, that should be
Yeah.
possible. Let me check. If any intrusion prevention, it should be possible many of the times. Let me
Okay,
check if
okay,
directly from a firewall it is possible, but usually we used to do it from FortiAnalyzer.
okay,
I'll send you.
okay.
I'll check that.
Okay.
Only from
This
log.
signature can be used for VPN also, right? VPN also, if somebody is trying to attack.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In
See,
VPN policy, maybe there
no,
is
see,
some
how
firewall
does the
policy.
intrusion works? There are so many things. Protect clients. You wanted to protect your
Okay.
clients only. You don't want to protect servers anything. So you will say target should be client. I wanted to protect a client. So there would be many things available with the client. Filter as a client. Okay. If any attack is
Mm.
happening to client, you can say default action should be monitor or block or reset. Then your client would be
Mm.
protected. Okay. Then you can say instead of
Okay.
protecting client, I want to protect my servers. There are many signatures available which will say protect email server, protect HTTP server. Okay. If I say protect
Okay.
email
Okay.
server, what all signatures? You see target,
Mm-hmm.
server, SMTP, POP3 and all. This would be selected as a protocol. Okay. This would be
Okay. Okay.
selected under prototypes. So
Okay.
this type of, if any traffic is matching this type of protocols, then it would be having a predefined signature that will support your environment. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Then
can apply this IP signature to any of the firewall policy, right? Any of the
correct,
firewall
correct,
policy like VPN.
correct.
Okay.
How
Okay.
do you apply your web filter? Similar to that. Now,
Okay.
not
Okay. Got
only
it.
a predefined signatures. Assume your company said there are some CVE IDs. I will say SSL attack CVE ID for FortiGate. Okay, let us see. This is a CVE ID. Okay, let us see if this CVE ID is available. What it says: remote code execution, authentication bypass, remote code execution. So let us see if this CVE ID is available in our environment. I'll copy
Okay. Okay.
21762. Okay, let us see if this is available or not. I am not sure because our firewall is not licensed, right? I'll go
Yes.
to IPS
Yes.
signatures 21762. Not showing. Is it correct? 21762 CVE 2024.
Just type default CVE. Any other signature. Uh, yes, it's
2024.
about
Okay, we don't have.
2025 is there.
We have
2024.
only. No, no, no. 202.
2026.
No, 2005. We have old CVs as of
Oh,
now. We don't have new CVs in this.
okay, okay,
Our firewall doesn't have a database license, right? That's why.
okay, okay,
If I search any other thing like 2023, also not available. So this type of CVEs would be available in your firewalls if you have licensed firewall, right? So now
okay,
suppose
okay.
example we have this CVE for attacking. This is my CVE.
Mhm.
I'll say filter this. Okay, 1 minute. Apply this. So these are what CVEs: MS formula parsing, remote code execution. This is a type of attack. Okay. So
Okay.
this is a database you received, but it is not applied anywhere. Now what you need to do? You need to block this CV. So I will say I'll copy this CV. So I would be having a traffic going or coming from my client VPN, right? I'll say I'll go
Yes.
to intrusion prevention. Suppose this is my FTP profile which I need to apply to my client. I'll say this one. I'll say signatures, CV ID. I'll search again. I'll select this CV ID. Select this CV ID also. I'll say default action should be block. Okay, or quarantine, whatever I wanted to do. Then I'll apply this. So you wanted to block any specific CVIDs or specific traffic, then you need to create your own. How we created FTP, you need to create this particular CVID and give action as a block. Then it would be applied. This
Okay.
FTP profile is applied where your CVID would be protecting your environment like that. Okay.
Okay. All the predefined signature will have some kind of CVID, right?
No,
CV.
no, 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 no. A CVE means it was identified as a attack. Identified as a attack. See,
Oh,
FTP brute force
okay.
is not always identified as attack, right?
Okay.
Yeah. See, it is not only CVIDs. There are signatures without CVID also. CVID means okay, it was defined
Okay.
as a attack not only from FortiGate, from any of the other vendor
Mhm.
also. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Once the attack has happened, they will record this and they will
CV,
create as a
correct,
CVID.
correct,
CVID to avoid the repeated attacks from
correct. Then you
repeated
can just
kind of same
select this
attacks.
CVID and block,
Okay.
uh, safeguard your
Okay.
environment. See, this is a
Okay.
traffic example. 3Com intelligent or ADSL wireless routers. This is not having any CVID. Okay.
Mhm.
Still, if you wanted to safeguard this, you can safeguard this.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the
Maybe
use
if we
case.
read the article, we came to know that what kind of attack happened for that CVID, right?
Correct.
Maybe if
Yeah.
some article. Okay. Okay. Fine.
Correct. Okay. So with this,
Okay.
you can block anything or you can safeguard pattern of attack or traffic pattern attack. Okay. Not only just URL filtering or web filtering and all.
Okay.
Okay. So now let us recap what we have checked. First, we have checked what is a custom signature pattern requirement, right? So what is the requirement we need? We need to know what is a protocol. We need to know what is a service. We need to know what is a pattern. Pattern means nothing, a message. This message is coming from a server or this message is coming from a client. In many of the cases, we are getting a message from server, login incorrect. A server is giving a message to firewall, right? Login incorrect message. Then we don't want to block a server, we wanted to block a client who is sending multiple messages. So in this case, what we said, if a message is coming from a server, treat a reverse side or other side as a attacker, right? Then we need to give a rate limit. Then we need to track a source IP or destination IP. In our case, we need to track a source IP who is initiating a traffic, right? So this is a general requirement for any custom signature. First, a pattern. Pattern is nothing but a message. Then protocol. Protocol means a TCP or UDP protocol. Then we will say service, FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, SMTP, IMAP, whatever the service it is. Okay.
Mhm.
In our case, FTP. Then message coming from, it is from server or a client. In our case, it is from server. Then treat a reverse size as a attacker, right? Then what is the rate limit? You wanted to check these particular messages in how many seconds? If you get five messages in 5 minutes, should you want to treat this as an attacker or do you want to treat it as a normal traffic? See, firewall will not understand anything. We need to tell a firewall, okay, if this many messages in this many minutes, then treat it as attack. If okay, 2 3 incorrects in 1 minute, let it be, no problem. It can be general scenario. Okay. Rate limit. Then
Okay.
what you wanted to track? In our case, I wanted to track a source IP and quarantine or block a source IP, right? Who is initiating the traffic? Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Yeah. Then we understood what is FTP traffic flow, how you can do a brute force attack using a CLALI, right? Then how to
Okay.
create a IPS custom signature we have seen. Then how to create IPS profile. Then how to apply a signature to a security profile. We have understood that. Any questions in this?
No, clear.
Apart from this, if you wanted to use inbuilt signatures or predefined CVE IDs, you can use that also. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Rick, you are asking something?
No, I was just saying it's clear.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you all then. We'll connect again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.